What if the biggest challenge of studying in America is no longer getting admitted, but getting permission to stay? What if one immigration rule quietly changes the future of lakhs of Indian students? Tonight, let me bring you another story behind this. The United States has announced one of the biggest changes in the student visa in the decades. For years, the international students entered America using a policy called the duration of the status, which is the D/S. It followed the students to remain in the country for as long as they maintained their academic status. If a degree took too long than expected, universities could simply update the students' records. But that system is now ending. Under the new rule, the most F-1 visa students and the holders will now no longer receive the open-ended stay. Instead, they will be admitted for just a fixed period, for up to 4 years for most of the students, including approved OPT, following a 30-day grace period for them. However, what happens if your research takes longer? Well, that question is staggering. What if PhD runs the 5th year? What if they extend your master's degree program and change your research topic? And that is where the new challenge begins. Instead of relying on the universities to extend their status, students will now have to apply directly to the USCIS for an extension. No universities involved. And that could mean the additional paperwork, additional filing fees, biometric appointments, and another round of the government review. This is no longer just an administrative change. Well, it is a major shift in how the universities and the United States monitors the international students. Now, especially the Indian students, the Trump administration says that the new policy will strengthen the immigration oversight and prevent the misuse of the student and its visa misuse. Now, the officials argue that the students often complete with the studies within a defined timeline and return home unless they receive an official approval to stay longer. India sends more students to the United States than any other country. Many Indian students pursue STEM degrees, PhDs, and research programs that often takes much more longer than 4 years to complete. So for them, this rule could introduce a new level of uncertainty into already complex immigration process. Universities may still guide these students academically, but in the immigration decisions, well, it will increasingly depend on just the federal approval. And in America's evolving immigration system, planning ahead may be the only thing that might help you and becoming just important as the admission gets important.